What's going on, guys? This is Carlos from the Just Fans podcast. I am the host of this show. I'm actually missing my two co-hosts, so if you've seen them, please let me know where they are because they are late to the show. No, nonetheless. Hey guys, we got a big show tonight. We have two great special guests. My first guest, all the way from Cleveland. Give it up for Big Mike. What's up, Mike?
What's going on, man?
How's it going? Thanks for coming on the show, bro. I appreciate you.
Likewise, thanks for having me.
Oh, not a problem. Not a problem, dude. I always like talking to new people, man. It's all good. And of course, today we also have another special guest, Mitch. What's up, Mitch, from Hardcore Sports Network? What's up, buddy? Let him know what's up.
What is up, everybody? I'm just here drinking some water, so I'm just happy to be here, man. Let's shoot it.
You sure it's just water, Mitch? You sure?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm saying, sure. I know, man. I saw a red cup, and I was like, all right.
Hey.
Yeah.
You only live once.
YOLO, right? I think that's what the kids are still saying now.
Oh, I still say that every day. I still say it. I'm 28. I still say it.
There you go. See, I am older than you. Wow, I can't. I shouldn't say that. All right, man. So before we start, I wanted to say this is our first debut show on the Hardcore Sports Network. If you have not checked the Hardcore Sports Network, please check them out. They have a new Twitter account. And if you haven't checked it out, their new Twitter account is, give me 1 second, let me pull it up, at Hardcore Sports _. Check them out. We are very excited to be part of this. And tomorrow, my co-host and I will be doing a kind of like an introduction for anybody who watches the Hardcore Sports Network, and just gonna, we're gonna let them know what we're about. And of course, Mitch will join us as well. And we got.
There's a couple of my guys from the network. Philly Sports Podcast. What is up, bro?
That's good, Philly.
There you go.
He just started his own network called the All-Star Sports Network. And Philly Halftime, who I just streamed the Phillies game with today. What a game.
Oh, nice. There you go. And then, exactly, Philly Halftime. There you go. What's up, guys? Thank you guys for welcoming me. And look, we got my co-host is here. Late. Can't trust these folks. What's up, Rios? I already introduced. Look at it. By the way, this man has an
nice 80-ouncer.
Yeah, show me your mug. Show me your mug, Rios.
Yeah, it's bigger than my head.
Hell yeah.
So we ended up, going to this local bar that we've been going to for the last maybe 10, 11 years, right?
Yeah.
And it's literally at walking distance from my apartment. Sorry, was, because it closed it down. And so, which was the saddest day ever. So it was like a very medieval theme type of bar or whatnot, right? And so by the last day, they were selling everything that you can think of, right? So we look at this mug that's right behind the bar, and I tell Rios, "Hey, look at that mug right there, right?" And he asks, and he gets it. And so now I told him, "I dare you to bring that on the show." Ever since, he's brought it every time on the show. How many liters is that?
3 liters. Holds 9 beers.
9 beers.
Nice. Nice.
Exactly. 9 beers. Goodness gracious. All right. Let's talk some baseball. You said you were at the Phillies game today. Is that correct?
I was streaming it.
Oh, you're streaming it.
I had a lot of people in here just watching the Phillies game, bro. And honestly, I thought we were going to lose. We were down 1-0 to the bottom of the ninth. Or, no, we were down 2-0 in the bottom of the ninth, and we win 3-2. I'm like, what a game.
Yeah, it's exactly. Those are the best ones where you come the comeback from behind games are always the best. There's no, you're the whole time you're thinking, oh, we're gonna lose. Boom, it just happens out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Big Mike, you're into baseball, right?
Yeah, I love my Indians, Guardians, or whatever the hell they are. But Indians will always be what they are to me. But yes.
How do you feel about this season? We had one of our regular he's a friend / host, also part-time host, who's also a Guardians fan, and he was we asked him for his opinion, hey, how do you think your Guardians are going to do this year? And he said he expected them to go a little better than last year. What about you? What do you think?
Listen, I feel like last year we got robbed, and I think it was either Terry Francona not trying to push Bieber out there and make him play that game 5, but we should have beat the Yankees. We should have been moved on. And I don't know how far we would have went after that, but we should have won that series at least. And this year I expect way more now, because now this team has played together. They've grown more. We've got a couple key acquisitions. I'm like, all right, cool. I feel as long as the pitching can stay strong, we'll do phenomenal. Like, we'll do real good. 90s, 90 wins, 88. I like that number right there. And again, I think we'll be right in the same boat, right in the playoffs, right in the thick of everything at the end.
I was gonna say, do you see yourself in the ALDS or even ALCS or anything like that?
We should have been in the ALCS last year, I think. But yes.
Okay. All right.
Let's call the correct name the Astros Invitational.
Yeah. As you can see, we're wrong.
I get where you're
we're
at.
Astros fans. There's the opposite. Yeah, we're Astros fans over here. So
There it is.
I will say this: no matter what team we go for, at least we all can root against the Yankees. I think that's the best.
Yeah.
Part. Yeah. So,
My team doesn't cheat.
What's that?
My team doesn't cheat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Your team. Well, they're not.
We don't
trying.
cheat, but
Like, well, they're not
we choke. Philly chokes. Like, we choked in the Super Bowl. We choked in the World Series. We choked in the in the soccer final. And the G League team won the championship. So
I was going to ask you, how did it feel? Because you had like 3 sports where you guys had reached the final. You had you went to the World Series, you went to the Super Bowl, and you went to the MLS final. Like, did you feel like at least we're going to get one of those? Or did you feel like, oh, we're getting all 3 no matter what?
For the soccer, I can't really say because we were just about to win it. Then we shit the bed. Honestly, that's basically what happened there. The Super Bowl, it's Patrick Mahomes at the end of the day. I mean, come on. Even though we needed one more stop, we couldn't get it. And that the
Mahomes
World
should not have
Series,
even been in there.
What's that?
yeah. I mean,
Mahomes should not have even been in there. That's.
I mean, for the World Series, I knew we were going to lose here, guys. I knew it. You guys were the better team from up down. So just like I knew we were going to lose that. So.
But I gotta say though, like you guys were, so like the Astros, we in the ALCS we faced, and we faced the Yankees, and that's the team that everybody was like, man, that's a team to beat. But it was no. Listen. It was supposed to be supposedly the team to beat, but I felt like we ended up getting more of a challenge from the Mariners. I mean, gosh, there was a game where we went 18 innings against them. It was a pitcher's feast, if you want to call it. But then, we go to the World Series and we face the Phillies. To this day, I will say this, and Rios, you may agree with me or not. If it goes to a game, where'd it go? Game 6, right? Yeah. If it went to a game 7, I don't think the Astros would win it.
I completely disagree with you.
Huh?
I completely disagree.
I don't know. Because that at the end of the day, it was they weren't going to put Verlander back in. And obviously, how far Verlander would have taken you in the World Series.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would have. I think it would have gone to Philly if how do you call it? We would have gone to that because after that we really didn't have. We were going to use Javier for like maybe 3 innings, if anything. We were going to use the bullpen like crazy, but then again,
you said Urquidy.
Urquidy,
almost winning a World Series pitcher. You would have had him for Game 7.
Urquidy, but we know how inconsistent he can be as well.
Well, a lot of these guys are on that
Triple more right now, guys.
And I don't think they could take another World Series loss at home. There would have been no way they lost.
So I mean, that's what I'm saying. The variables are what they are, but nonetheless, we still ended up getting the win. But that Phillies game, I gotta tell you, that series against the Phillies, it had me a little nervous.
You know what turned it around? Philly bullying Mattress Mac. My whole team rallied around them.
What were you gonna say, Mike?
Listen, I feel like the innings were in that position when we played the Cubs, right? So we did all that. Then we didn't use Kluber right because Kluber should have been that starter in there. And then they did the whole rain delay and they messed up everything. And then we did a bullpen game. And again, another pitching decision cost us something major there because I feel like we should have beat the Cubs. We were up 3-1 on these boys. Why not throw Kluber in there again to finish this off? But nope. We're not doing that. We let them come back, and we lost.
Yeah, those little indecisions, man. But now, like this season, we're going through the whole pitching phase right now. Our pitching is terrible, and it shows by our record. Like it's April. For every team, it's just the beginning. It's still a lot of baseball left, but I don't know, man. I'm starting to get a little worried. In my end, I'm starting to get a little worried, man. That record don't look too good.
Looking at the record for the last, since they started their, this run they've been on since 2016, basically, they start off slow every year, and every year they're either in the ALCS or the World Series. Like
they do, but do they have this amount of injuries?
Yeah, look at last year.
I mean, listen, there's still 150 plus games left. I think you're gonna be all right.
Of course. The only thing on my end is like, well, can you fix the pitching with it around that time? I'm hoping so. It's been the pitching that's been kind of getting us on our end right now. It sounds funny because we just kind of came off of a World Series. I'm over here criticizing the pitching, but hey, whatever.
The sports fan for you.
A lot of hits now.
Right, the trade market will be good.
What's that?
Trade market will be good by deadline and all that. Nothing gonna work.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, man. So let me see. What was I gonna? So tell us, Big Mike. Tell us a little bit about what you guys do on your podcast, bud.
Well, what we do Monday Madness. That's all sports. Talk about everything. Different guests come on. We got new things. Come this fall, we're gonna do a lot of high school stuff. We do everything on that show. Like it could be anything sports, everything sports. We got different stuff coming out for boxing, MMA. We got a betting show that'll come out. We also have a sneaker show, for sneakerheads. That's gonna come out. My co-host, he's a connoisseur of shoes, and he's got a room. I'm talking about the entire room full of Jordans, Griffies, everything. So he's gonna do show with that. And then we do Relax Wednesday, where it's just, hey, listen, man, we sit back, chill, talk about whatever topic, any topic, just life shit. Just, hey, man, we want to bring everybody in from different genres, different, whatever, women's aspects of different stuff, talk everything. Just a nice relaxed show, pretty much.
Yeah, for sure. That's amazing. I like that. It's just like a relaxed show. It's just, Reels looks like Kyle Schwarber.
That's my guy Lucas, man. Shout out to my guy Lucas.
Oh, that's hilarious. You do, Rios. Oh, that's hilarious. Hispanic Kyle Schwarber.
There he is, yeah.
Yeah. No, that's good, man. I like that. The whole it sounds like you got a whole list of different things, dude. I like that. We've been wanting to try to do something with like boxing and MMA. It's one of the things I came across, but we're just not. We're not that knowledgeable for that, This is not mainly our thing, but man, more power to you on that.
Hey,
one.
This is the time to get involved because all these super fights are coming. They're all coming right in a row.
I'm right there with you, man. Yeah. Ryan Garcia. Whew.
Yes.
Right
Shakur Stevenson fights tonight. Just went up to lightweight. It's going to be a huge fight for him just to see if he can maintain it.
Yeah, I'm not paying no money for that pay-per-view though.
Well, if you got the right connects, you don't have to pay for it.
Oh
yeah, exactly.
I'm good. I got that.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I was like, yeah, there you go, exactly. So, Mitch, let us know what do you do, and how did you find the Hardcore Sports Network?
So it's actually kind of interesting. Well, first for my channel, it's just Philly based. Okay. Eagles, Sixers. Getting back into Phillies as I did a stream. I'm not doing Flyers. I mean, come on now. Like, why? And then I don't do soccer, but it's mostly Philly based. But then for the Hardcore Sports, it's actually kind of interesting. I was involved in this other network, okay? And I left it because we didn't agree on certain things. I was just like, you know what? I'm out. So I call out my guy, AK Eagles. So I call him. And I was like, yo, you want to do a Sunday morning show when the football starts? And he goes, yeah, but dude, you want to start your own network? So the same day I leave, I start another one. So
that same day,
Sports was born.
Yeah.
From that, and we got like 30 content creators who are willing to work. Welcome, you guys. Really happy that you guys joined us. It's going to be a wild ride, and it's going to be fun. And shout out to Football Talk with Bo. He's also been in here.
Oh, yeah. That dude is amazing. It's funny because, Big Mike, you're in the car right now. So the time that we had Football Talk with Bo, I was also doing my show in the car. I was on my way to San Antonio, Texas. And so that's it's hilarious. Just that right there. But yeah, Football Talk with Bo, that guy is awesome. So is he part of the Hardcore Sports Network as well?
Yeah, Football Talk with Bo. He just joined a couple weeks ago. He's doing great. And college, Lucas, I do some college stuff like Michigan. I'm a huge Michigan fan. So,
boo.
Don't even get me started. But
Don't you do some
100
golf?
tickets left. Don't even get me started on that. Jeez. But yeah, that's basically me. Hardcore sports. We're working. We're doing great. So what I've just started actually, I clip some things from certain shows and I make them into shorts. That's what I did for Football Talk with Bo today. So whenever I'm watching a stream, I see a clip. It might go on the network. I'll put your link in the description and all that.
There you go. That's awesome. Yeah, dude. Like shorts are where it's at right now, though. Like it's hilarious because I always think it's funny because it's like that's the attention span of people. I got like 16 seconds. What can you do? You know what I mean? No, and it's kind of weird because like it's we put everybody puts these shows out there like an hour and a half long. The odds of it being watched unless it's like a Joe Rogan thing, it's kind of like it's hard. But when you do those shorts, man, those shorts really get you going,
like
dude.
I just put up the Bryson Stott like walk-off single. It got 1.4K views in like less than 2 hours.
Wow.
So it's just like I do that all the time. Hey, it's my guy Sleeping Angels. What is up, man? Thank you for stopping by for the Phillies game. He's a Chicago fan, everything. So he's very loyal. Shout out to you,
Sleeping Angels. How you doing, bud?
Oh,
Yeah, man. So it's cool. I like the fact that you're growing out the like you said. I know you said it's Philly based, but now I mean you've added Football Talk with Bo, and he's a huge Seattle.
Yeah, but that's just my channel. It's Philly based. But everything else, we got Cowboys, we got Commanders, we got it all. We got a lot of Giants guys.
Okay, there you go. A lot of Giants guys. How's that going?
They wanted us last year. Look what happened.
they might get you this year.
Not one, not two, but three. And they're like, Mitch, that's last year. I'm like, 3-0. That's all I got to say.
So, Big Mike, you said they might get you this year. How do you feel? You feel that's going to happen?
I don't feel they'll win all the games, but I feel like, again, they might split that in season because I think they added some good pieces. I think the Giants really amped up, even though Danny Dimes might not be the man some people are believing he is, but now you got Darren Waller, who's an amazing security blanket for him. Like, that dude's going to catch some balls. They could add some speed for the wide receiving core, get some deep threats, which I think they can pick up. That'd be great, and I think that would change because their defense isn't bad. Their defense is not bad at all.
No,
it's really I got a couple in mind, Sleeping Angels. I got a couple in mind.
Yeah, no, definitely. So let's move over. Let's transition over to football really quick. So, let's talk about the draft because that's the main thing that's coming up. So I'm gonna start with Big Mike since you're our first guest. Mike, what do you feel the Browns need to do in this draft? What is the thing that they need to do, or do you feel like they have to keep adding more during free agency? What do you think is the biggest concern for Cleveland?
Well, I think we picked up some good key acquisitions in free agency. We got, a pro fat boy to stop the middle, stuff that run, because Jesus, anybody could run up the middle against us. Like, we had nobody there to stop anybody. So we picked up Tomlinson. I think we got a safety from KC, Thornhill, and I think that was great because Johnson III blew ass. He didn't want to stop the ball. He didn't want to tackle nobody. And then Delpit sat there and watched him and said, hey, I could do that and get paid too. So, well, our secondary blew ass, at least, the safeties. And then we got another edge rusher to take over with Clowney. We got Obi from you guys, and I love Obi, and I think he'll be good on the other side of Garrett. And then we made that trade for Elijah Moore. And I swear I feel like we went up there. Andrew Berry held a gun to dude and said, here's what we're doing. We're taking Elijah Moore. We're going to give you the second and take a third back. I'm like, how the hell did that trade happen? Elijah Moore is a good wide receiver. Like, I'll take him as a second rounder, but now you're giving us a third also? All right, cool. Sounds good to me. So now we get to the draft. We got 2/3, 2/4, 2/5, a 6, and a 7. I'm like, damn. Well, I think there's some talent in that. That's where the meat is. The 3rd, 4th, 5th round, that's where the real meat is. But I really feel like we could trade a 3rd and a 5th or a 3rd and a 4th or whatever. I want DeForest Buckner from the Colts. And I think they're willing to deal him. Even if it's for 1 year, because money-wise, I think it might be something we got to work on. Or I don't think we can pay him the money he'll want after that. But, dude, why not do it? It's a win-now situation. You have the team now. Go win. But if not, the man that I love is Nick Hedelberg out of Wisconsin, that linebacker. They say he's undersized, but guess what? TJ Watt coming out of Wisconsin was undersized.
It's undersized, yeah.
Yep.
But their work ethic, the way they make them boys go at it up there, offensive line and their front seven, and how hard they push them and make them, God, that boy was a monster in college. I know he can come out and do some damage for the Browns. That would be my 78th pick. Because again, we don't pick the first 2 rounds, so that would be my pick. Yeah, I know you guys are all good.
Oh, my, thank you. I appreciate it.
We need all the help we can get.
No. So what do you? So with that being said, let's say you guys draft correctly and all that. What do you think is your? What do you think? What do you think your record's going to be this year?
Man, I don't know. See, I hate doing this just because then people start getting their hopes up. Like I don't ever get my hopes up. I'll say we'll lose every game as far as I'm concerned. That way, when we do win all these games, I'm like, hell yeah.
More impressed.
Like, oh. Yeah, like, yes. They did exactly what I thought we were going to do, and they did the opposite.
The reverse
yeah.
Reverse psychiatry, y'all.
I really think we could win 11 games. I really think that could happen. It's definitely doable. Watson, I think Watson, he'll have this full camp. He'll have everything. He doesn't have to have that in the back of his mind that he's going to have to leave at some point and then come back and try to fit in.
Yeah,
I think
I agree with you on that. Like as say what you say about Watson, all that. We've said it here before because he used to be our quarterback. But at the end of the day, when that guy has when you give him some time, that guy's he's gonna ball out.
I mean, and you got the line for him. You got one of the best, if not top 2 running backs.
Mike, you cut it off a little bit. It was like sounded like worse than Darth Vader. Hold on, say something again. No, you're good. It's not you.
Hey guys, I'll be right back. Give me 2 seconds to be right back.
Yeah, go ahead.
We got one of the top 2 running backs in the league with Chubb. I mean, that boy he's a freak. And then you got the wide receiving core. You got Marty Cooper, Elijah Moore now. Our tight ends are good. I think our defense is right there. I really think if Deshaun, I'm not saying 2020 coming up back. That says, but close to it, I'll be happy as hell.
Okay. All right. So hold on, Mike. For some reason, your mic is like really. It sounds very raspy. It sounds like Axl Rose from Guns N' Roses trying to sing.
Is that better?
No, it's still. Hold on.
It's my voice.
No, it's. Let me see. No.
It's voice.
No, it's clear to the mic. It's clear to the mic. Give me.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Hey, Mitch, you're good. Let's see. Is there a way you're able to sign out and sign back in again?
Yeah, I might be able to do something here.
Yeah, you can back out and back in. Come back in.
Just clicking on the same link, I'll let you right back in. Yeah. So, Mitch, your Eagles, they went to the Super Bowl. Okay. Yes, they came up short. But what do you feel like is the area that your Eagles need to work on during this offseason? And, of course, what they need to draft in order to get back up there and actually win the whole thing?
So, it's funny. A lot of Eagles fans are dying to get Bijan Robinson at 10. That's not me. That's not me at all. For me, I want to go defense. We need a one-stop. So, that's all I got to say about that. It's just like defense. So, like a Jalen Carter, Gonzalez out of Oregon, Witherspoon. Like, we need those type of guys. Brian Branch, possibility. So, we need to go defense. And maybe we can draft a running back later on. So.
Okay, so mostly on the defensive side, right, for you?
Yeah, because we got a new defensive coordinator, Sean Desai. So, for us, it's like, I want to build a defense for him and see how he does with it, with these guys and whatever. So.
Okay, that makes sense. Big Mike, say something and see how your microphone's working now.
Is that better?
Oh yeah, much better. There you go. Yeah, it was sounding very. It was like sounding like very. I can't explain it. Like what?
Probably the Bluetooth. I was going to my car. That was probably what it was.
Oh, okay. There you go. No, it's a lot better now. A lot, 100% better now. Okay, there you go. All right, so of course y'all know as a Texans fans, we got the second pick in the first round. And the biggest question is, what are we gonna? Obviously, it's obviously quarterback. The only thing is we don't know which quarterback it's going to be. So if Carolina, so there was reports out that Carolina was very interested in CJ Stroud, which for us, so both Rios and I are very high on how do you call it, on Bryce, and so how do you call it? And yes, believe me, we've heard the undersized stuff and all that stuff. But we're set on Bryce. This organization needs something. And to me, out of the draft, that's probably the guy that's the guy that's the better out of all of them, the quarterbacks. Don't get me wrong though, CJ. I like CJ also, but it's like a 1A and 1B, and I think for me, Bryce is 1A and CJ is 1B.
Mhm.
However, so if Carolina just automatically let's just go along with Bryce, I'm pretty sure the Texans are going to go for CJ. I don't see them going for a Will Anderson. I don't see them trading down. I definitely don't see them going for Will Levis or Anthony Richardson or Hendon, or Hooker. Like I don't see them going for any of those. It's either going to be Bryce or CJ, but it all depends on what Carolina does.
If you're smart, because again, this team has proven time and time again they don't do the smart move, man. And it's just so reminiscent of when we took Mario Williams over Vince Young. I'm like, wow. And how many playoff games did Mario Williams win? 0.
Hey, I feel that. I feel that here in Cleveland.
If you want to talk about draft miscues, we took Rager over Justin Jefferson.
Oh.
If you want to hear something else, we took Whiteside over DK Metcalf.
Never mind. I felt bad. Yeah. But you know what? You made it to the Super Bowl. That's what you can fall back on. That you made it to the Super Bowl.
But here's the thing. If we got those guys, we would have got A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. So.
Well, I'll do even better. We took Ross Blacklock over Jonathan Taylor and Debo Samuel and DK, and among a multitude of players.
Hey, the Browns drafted all the crazy shit quarterbacks they drafted over anybody else.
I saw a jersey. It was like one of y'all's fans in the stadium. It had like the list of all the quarterbacks.
Man.
Jeez, man.
I gotta ask you a question though. All right.
Yeah, go for it.
As Texans fans, how'd you feel about Lovie Smith saying F you and going for 2 to win that game? Would you rather win or say, hey, we're gonna just take all the players out and lose?
Bro, I wanted to lose.
I wanted to lose.
Losing all year. How can you tank incorrectly?
Davis Mills felt like a superstar that game.
But you're not in there to see a coach. I see a coach. You can't look at it like that. A coach can't ever be.
I mean, from a coach's perspective, you go for the win always, right? Because that's your job.
And that's why he got fired.
Yeah. Well, the Texans messed up.
Coach for you guys. I think he was a great coach and would be a good coach. I think he got fired really basically on that game.
Yeah. Well, actually, he had a meeting with the owner like 2 weeks prior to that game. I believe it was 2 weeks or a week prior, something like that. And I guess they hinted to him that they were probably going to move on from him.
That's
and
crazy.
then that happens. So I'm like, if you were going to do that, do it after.
Hey, don't show your. It's like poker. Don't.
1 year though. The Lovey's a good coach. I really think he is.
He had those guys playing hard. Like,
exactly.
That defense played hard.
Dude, he had that quarterback. You guys were in a lot of games you shouldn't have been in, and he had you guys right in the thick of it.
Yeah,
the records, whatever, but still, in your single-digit losses, you guys had a load of them.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, you guys were right there. You're a piece away, a good quarterback away from winning a lot of that.
Yeah, we had what was it? I think there was a couple of games, and one of them was against the Eagles too. When coincidentally when the Phillies were playing the Astros, and nobody was watching that game. Nobody was watching the Texans Eagles game because they knew it was going to be a beatdown. And I think that's one of the games that I remember that it was just a beatdown. Like I knew that the Texans we're debuting our red helmets. That's great, but the World Series is going on. Nobody cares right now, and so that's.
It started off close, but then Davis Mills is going to Davis Mills, and
the Davis Mills is they gave him a chance. You know, the thing is, he was billed out of when we got him. You know, after the whole Deshaun Watson situation, when we got Davis Mills, he was billed here in Houston to be like the next Andrew Luck because he came out of Stanford.
Mm-hmm.
And that was mistake number one. Like, you're comparing the guy already to Andrew Luck. And we're like, you know, okay, we'll see. Because to be honest with you, I hadn't seen any tape on Davis Mills. I hadn't seen anything on Davis Mills.
Oh, I saw all whopping 11 starts. It was very mediocre in college and surprise, mediocre in NFL.
Yeah, he'll be a great backup somewhere or a starter in the XFL. But like, it just wasn't, you know, it wasn't that. And you know, we have, I don't know if you guys have these over there, but we have what we call based off of Eminem, the Davis Mills stands, the ones that always back him up no matter what. Like, the man can do no wrong, and every excuse is thrown in the book for him. Like, oh, he just doesn't have the right receivers. Oh, he just doesn't have the right O-line. Oh, he just doesn't have everything. What do we say, Rios? He could have Barry Sanders, the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah,
Bears defense, and he'd still lose. He'd still
overthrow the receiver 20 yards.
What I don't understand about that is the Texans got rid of all of Deshaun Watson's weapons, all the defensive players that were amazing, and he still made something out of that. So
correct.
I go right to the people and say, how come he did it without all that? You think Davis Mills needs all that to do it? Well, then he's not the quarterback you want anyway.
He's not. Look at Patrick Mahomes. We thought this past season, Patrick Mahomes was going to suffer a lot with that Tyreek Hill.
He showed us.
He's, you know, a quarterback makes receivers out of anybody. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what Davis Mills can't do. Like I said, there's, you know, I don't see him as starter potential. He's like a mere backup that can win you a couple of games if you have the right pieces. But that's the thing, you're supposed to have the right pieces. We have this guy that's locally here, and he mentioned about that he's tied with the Texans, and he's talked about Davis Mills. The biggest issue is that he's too much in his head. Like, he can't, you know, it's too much. Like the dude needs to see like a sports psychologist or something like that. What? And I'm like, okay, cool, but how's that going to win me in the games right now? You know what I mean? And so I'm like, it's just not. I feel like in the NFL, it's either you got it or you don't. You know. Then again, I don't play. I don't know, but that's what I'm saying. It's either you got it or you don't. And Davis Mills just didn't show like the will or the want to actually.
Or the capability
of it, or the talent.
I mean, listen, mentally, every sport, there's some aspect of mental in it, right? Every sport. Problem is that dude was a Stanford grad.
Yeah.
That dude was mentally built for doing doctors, being an engineer, doing anything.
Nearing anything, architecture.
Mentally, he was good. I think, again, like you said, it's talent-wise. It's not anything.
Yeah, because we were at the games. We went to a lot of games this year, and again, he'd be overthrowing. How do you overthrow a 6'4" receiver? Ow! How do you throw it over his head?
He overthrew Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks is not the tallest dude, but he would throw at him like if he's 6'7". It was like, oh, I see the Undertaker over there. Let's throw it at him. Like, it's not, you know, like it's just not feasible. Like
or he'll throw at the 6'4" receiver's foot. I'm like, bro, what are you doing?
There were times when Rios and I would go to the games and be like, hey, you want to bet this is an interception? Boom, interception. Like, right away. Like, because I'm like,
especially in the clutch.
Yeah, he's like, he's not looking at the safety, he's not looking at this, and he's like, boom, interception. And we'd call it like, you know, 5 times, you know, whatever, 3 times out of 5. Like, we would call it. And it was that predictable. Like, if we can do that, come on, you know?
I felt like I could have won a lot of money if I bet on Joe Burrow not throwing the ball away this year. He doesn't know that's his one flaw. The man will be back there and he will wait until the last second and he'll get sacked or something will happen to where he could throw the ball away and live to see another down, and he won't do it.
Right. Like, he's like, Jamar is down there somewhere.
Yeah. Jamar T. Higgins. Man.
I mean, I get it, but still, like, they got to play smart sometimes. Just throw it away.
Yes, throw it away. Then you're not 10 yards further back.
Yeah.
That's the same thing with Deshaun Watson. He would do the same thing all the time. He would either hold on to it too long or just take unnecessary sacks. Like, bro, just throw it away.
And that is what Jalen Hurts did last year.
Jalen Hurts did that last year. That's correct. You're absolutely right. Jalen Hurts, though, like, he stepped up big time for y'all this year. I knew because I had him in fantasy. So he was getting me like 30, 40 whopping points every game. I'm like, go on, Jalen.
Yeah, you want to hear something though?
Yeah, go for it.
I was not on a Jalen Hurts bandwagon like at all last year.
Oh,
Not this current season, this past year. I wasn't. And during the off season, there was like this picture, right, of like his total numbers, like 5,000 total yards or like stuff like that. I tweeted out, "Hey, what's up? Next shift, Randy. There's our UFC guy, boxing guy, Raptors guy. The guy does it all. Shout out to you, man."
What's up, bud?
Yeah. So it was like they had this picture, and I tweeted out, "Let's be realistic. Jalen Hurts is not going to have this kind of season." They were going for my neck. They were going for my neck, bro. Like, you can't tweet anything bad about Jalen Hurts on Twitter. You can't. It took me so long to finally become a fan after this past year. It took me forever. So, gotta wait and see, and that's what I learned.
Yeah, man. It like I said, it was crazy seeing his development because at first he didn't seem too promising. Like I was like, okay, Jalen Hurts, and he wasn't. I don't know. It's like now correct me if I'm wrong. Was it his throwing ability that was not like he wasn't accurate, right? That was the thing.
It was accuracy, the deep ball.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty much everything it had to do with throwing.
The field vision, like it was
literally every single thing. Hey, Further AM, what is up? There's another member of the Hardcore Sports Network. We're doing a Phillies game tomorrow.
Says, hope everyone's having a most excellent day. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We're happy to be here and happy to have such great
cold beer.
Yes, today. Rios is clearly having a good time. Look at that size of that thing. Says,
yeah, Blue Jays, Raptors, Eagles, Stampeders, and UFC. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of love there, Mitch.
Hey, that's what a Hardcore Sports Network is. We're a family. We support everybody.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. That's what's up. That's what's
hey,
up.
I'm not a part of it, but hey, me and Mitch have always worked on different things. I've always been a part of everybody with the Let's Talk Sports, Hardcore Sports.
Yeah.
Me and my partner, man, we've done everything with everybody, and I truly enjoy it.
Same here. The one rule we have is that collab with everybody, man. Collab with everybody. Because I was in a network where they wouldn't let me collab with anybody at all. So I was just like, I was here. It was like, okay, it's time to do a collab. Oh, I can't do it. I'm sitting here. I'm handcuffed.
See, that's horrible.
That's awful. Yeah, you can't.
That's why that network is no longer here.
There you go. See, that's the thing though. Like you can't have like Rios and I came from a thing, and we used to do spaces, and man, it was very toxic. So I get you at that point. Like it was just not. Yeah. It was not good, and it was almost like it was unnecessary stress. Like this whole thing that all of us do is to get you out of that daily stress or your outside world stress, and then like to come in and have even more. That's unnecessary. I mean, there's no point to it. Like why?
It was bad. Bad.
Yeah.
The only reason I'll admit this. The only reason I joined, I wanted a free StreamYard. That was the only reason I actually joined.
I mean,
I'm like, hey, free StreamYard, got me in.
You're welcome, Rios. I'm paying for it. No, exactly. That's you take the benefits of it. We did it for just to get more exposure out there, and of course. That's why I think a lot of us do it just to get that exposure, But at the end, it's like, how much can you take?
Right.
So you know what? Sometimes it ain't worth it. We'll find our own way, kind of a thing. And we have, but thanks to Dan from Let's Talk Sports, and now thanks to you guys, Mitch. Like I said, I'm looking forward to being part of this hardcore family, man.
And there's something else too. Not a lot of networks do this. We do wrestling, so WWE, UFC, we do it all. WWE, AEW, everything.
All right, there you go. Sounds like my neck of the woods right there. I grew up a big wrestling fan.
Raw? I didn't.
No, I kept hearing about. See, all right, now let me tell you about this. So I grew up a big fan. I grew up in the Attitude Era. It was Stone Cold, The Rock, The Undertaker. Like that's the era that I grew up. I was the one switching the channels to WCW, Nitro, and back and forth. Right. Late night. So obviously, after the Monday Night Wars ended, I feel like the wrestling kind of became a little stagnant, but it was still okay. But then I feel like from like 2011, when I really stopped kind of watching it was possibly like 2011 to like maybe. I mean, I check in here and there just to see, oh, this is what they're doing, and then I feel like 2011 was just like really big downfall. I mean, my opinion, I might be wrong here.
I agree.
And so then, like, I kind of came back to it maybe, I want to say 2015, and then they started shoving Roman Reigns down my throat, And I'm like, this guy has no person. This guy, my dog has more personality than this guy. Like, I don't understand why they're shoving him so much. And then they kept doing it for years. And
he was the new Goldberg. No pressure.
Yep, exactly. But now I like this new Roman. The fact that
I like him.
That's where I pull the plug.
I think that's the thing. I like this version of him where he's just the heel, the bad guy, and sometimes that's all you need to do. Stone Cold was supposed to be a bad guy, and he never could be.
Of course, yeah. Oh, he got disconnected, I guess.
Yeah, I think I disconnected. Oh, he'll jump back in if he needs to.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I mean, that's just the wrestling stuff.
Like when The Rock was the heel, that was my favorite part. Like when The Rock was the heel, he was hilarious.
What's up, man?
He was great.
Dan the man.
Yeah. What is up, man? What is up? I was on his show a couple days ago. So.
Yeah, he's there you go, Dan the man. He has his own little banner here every time.
We have a big
heel, man. That was hilarious. That was primetime TV right there.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike. Sorry, bud. You good?
Yeah, I touched something on the phone and it kicked it right out. I don't know what the hell happened there.
I've done that.
No worries. StreamYard does that sometimes.
I hate it. I can't.
StreamYard on the phone is like bad. Like I wish I had an app. Yeah, it's awful. On the phone is bad just because like it drains so much battery. It drains your internet. Like it's
not just that too. Like we do Sunday morning football shows during the season, and we have like a good 10 people in. Right, we were having a great conversation. The chat was going. One guy leaves. He was on his phone. Stream ended.
Wow.
I'm like, oh God. That's why I hate the phone.
Yeah, the phone on this is just not your fault. It's just like
no, that's what I say. I'm like, guys, it's not your fault.
Also, I wish I could have fun like Rios. The man is living his best life. No, he's not. Don't encourage this man.
Hey, you should see me out and
about. Do not encourage him, Dan. So, okay, we got UFC 287 tonight right now at Carlos. That's me too, but you're Carlos too? All right.
No, he's
it
feels like when doves cry.
I'm just like confused. That.
Says went from WWE to UFC in 2009. I haven't looked back since.
Same.
I did do UFC also. I used to watch it as well. Like then again, I kind of stopped watching, not because I didn't find it interesting. I just kind of like got busy with life. I was like when Brock Lesnar went over to the UFC, fought Frank Mir and all those guys. Like I think the funniest one I saw was when he fought Randy Couture. I was like, why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. My guy Randy's actually looking for a UFC co-host. He's actually looking for one.
Oh, really? Okay.
Trying to help him. So
all right.
There's that. And we have like some of the best wrestling content creators out there. So if you need news, we got it.
All right, there you go. See,
kind of like a snap.
Lots of things.
I'm not gonna lie, that was good.
Yeah, there you go. Oh man. How you doing over there, Mike? Sorry, like I go in from here. I'm trying to equal it out. How you doing there, Mike? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I was just listening. I used to watch wrestling a lot back in the day. Again, Attitude Era. Now I might peek in every now and then, but it's not something that I've been full-fledged into it. I'm big into boxing. Boxing is more of my thing.
Yeah.
You know what got me into boxing though? I hate to say this. I hate to admit it. The influencers. All these YouTubers who box, that got me into it.
Oh, no.
I hate to admit it. I hate it. I hate it.
Funny to watch.
I hate it.
We can't edit this. Right? We can't edit this. It's live.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's what got me into it. But, hey, what can you do? I like it.
Yeah, man. There you go. Yeah, so sorry, Mike, you were saying that you got into wrestling and then what happened? You just kind of stopped as well?
Yeah, it kind of just I know it went into that PG era and I can't stand that. Like that was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life where can't cuss, you got to do all this stuff, no more blood, no anything. It's like, what the hell?
Well, what about
That's the whole point of seeing wrestling. Like I understand the fact that these matches are planned. I want to see some action.
Yeah, it's like it made no sense. Like it took all that away, and it's like, wow, it just really died. That's it. Done.
Yeah,
it's like watching cartoons now.
It was colorful. Like it's all very colorful and very like I don't know. I guess when they got to, I kind of miss the old darkened arenas. Because now I look at it and it's like I'm watching a movie. Like I'm watching all this production, which is good for them, but I'm like it's just too flashy. Maybe it's me getting old. Too many lights or whatever. It's just
get off my lawn.
Get off my lawn, kind of a thing. It's just like it feels it feels way too. It's like a little much. I dabble here with AEW, Mitch, and so I watch it here.
Great.
I like it.
AEW this Wednesday was great.
Yeah, Rios likes the Orange Cassidy because he says it reminds me of himself.
I'm not.
Doesn't do anything.
I'm not big on Orange Cassidy.
You're not.
I'm not.
I love Orange Cassidy and Hangman. Those two guys. I watched it at the beginning. Those two guys are the ones I love. I'm like, damn.
For me, it's MJF, Omega, Danielson, and Moxley.
MJF, I love that dude because he's homegrown. Like, he didn't get picked up from like WWE or anything like that. He's homegrown talent. I mean, well, I take that back. He was in WWE as a security guard, but like he wasn't like a main guy over there. But I like the fact that he's homegrown. You could tell the guy loves wrestling. He stays in character, for God's sakes. He stays in character. He flips people off in random signings. I love that. Like, it's hilarious. He stays in character. Way to keep the kayfabe going. Like, that's much respect right there. Yeah, man. But sorry, I know we got my ADD just took us into wrestling and all this stuff. So let's head back a little bit into football here. Or hold on, Rios, actually talk some basketball because I that's my weakness there. I can't much do basketball. Rockets.
So basketball's my best.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's been a tough couple years since Harden left. Not even gonna lie, man. It's been tough to watch, but seeing these young kids develop, man, it's been exciting. Like Sengun, Jalen Green, and Jabari, man, that's you got to follow court. If we can get Wemby, man, chef kiss.
I'm just waiting for I've been a huge fan of Victor Wembanyama, bro. I've been watching him since he was 13. So seeing him like this, and now he's 7'7" with shoes on, is insane.
Right, like he's 7'7", he can shoot threes like Steph Curry, has candles. Like, what can he do basically? Like, that's a true unicorn right there.
Well, he just said he's not coming this year. He's staying another year.
Did he?
Yeah. He did that 2 weeks ago.
Oh, my chest.
Why are we tanking then?
I said that too. I'm like, look at all these teams race for Wemby. I'm like, well, he just said he's going to stay another year.
Man.
I feel like he's ruining Rios' plans.
We still need the Rockets. They need a true point guard. Like, I love KPG, but I don't think he's a true point guard, man. I think he'd be better as a 6-man. And I would love to have Scoot Henderson at a point guard.
I love Scoot.
Yeah, Scoot. Hell yeah. Damn. I don't know. Hey, like my Cavs are doing real well right now, so I'm happy about that. They're a young, up and coming team, and I think we have one of the best young core. You got Mobley, Garland. I love Spider Mitchell being on the squad now.
That was a huge pickup for y'all, man. Like he changed big time.
I'm all right with what we gave up. I'm definitely okay with what we did.
Oh,
because again, you got somebody like him who's scoring 40 points 5 games in a row type stuff. All right, well, and he's leading this team, and these young guys are reacting to him the way you would think, all right, look, they're looking up to him instead of him saying, hey, I'm the guy, fuck you, or excuse my language, F you, whatever.
You're good.
They're all in it. They're like, yes, this dude, and they're riding with him. He's with them. He goes, does things with them. He's being a team player instead of someone that's, looking down on people, and that's what these guys needed.
And he has that playoff experience. Like, he's been, in the playoffs. Like, he has that experience. Like, he knows what it's like to be on the biggest stage. Like, so when they get there, like, he's going to be the one that, hey, what do we do? Like, you got a good leader right there.
Follow me. Yep.
At least you don't have a head coach who sucks.
Listen, Doc's just coming to the end of his road, and he's just trying
can't stand him. People from my network can tell you. My Twitter handle, my Twitter name is Fire Doc Rivers.
Yeah, your name on Twitter is like Fire Doc, right?
Yeah, Fire Doc Rivers. Please. That is I can't stand him.
I have Steven Silas. He was using Jabari Smith as a spot up 3-point shooter. This man is a 5-tool player. Like, why is he staying in the corner shooting threes? Like, why? This guy can post up. He can drive the lane. Like, why is he standing in the corner for half the season? Like, what are you doing, bro? Like,
this is the guy that put, oh my God, PJ Tucker at the 4. Our best forward is PJ Tucker. Then you got Georges Liang.
Yeah, that's
You can honestly start Jalen McDaniels at 4. And I cannot forget the most important guy, Tobias Harris, the most expensive guy ever.
That was wow. That contract is just ridiculous.
We had no choice because Jimmy Butler wanted to leave, and we couldn't afford to lose them both.
Yeah.
What was that? What's the contract on him? How much was the contract?
180 for like 5 years.
Yep. Something ridiculous.
So he's getting elite player money for
Hey, Raph, how's it going, man?
less than elite level production.
Yeah.
Much less than elite.
You know what I call him? Everyone loves my nickname I gave him. Tobias. Instead of Tobias, I call him Tobias. Like, give me another reason. Give me another name. The guy scores 5 points a game.
Yeah.
5.
To go from what he was to this is crazy because that drop happened quick.
What a fall, bro.
He fell off so much. Like, he should have been an All-Star like 2 years ago, but Ben Simmons stole that from him.
It was like he literally walked uphill. He was walking up his hill like, hell yeah, and then he just fell. Bam.
Yeah, I got my money and nosedive.
Yeah, straight to the trash.
It's because of Doc Rivers just not noticing what's working, what's not. It's all about him. It's all about what he thinks up here. It's like, oh, whatever I do is right. I'm like, no. Everything you do is wrong. By
It's
far.
the exact opposite of what you're thinking.
You know what? If Harden comes back to the Rockets, I wouldn't be too mad. I would love to have Harden back. I'm sure the Steelers in Houston would as well, but
yeah, but
Says Mitch, I'm doing good. Also, Carlos, I love the shirt of tacos and cervezas. Definitely, we can link up to. Oh yeah, thanks, man.
yeah, that's my guy from the All-Star Sports Network, my guy Raph.
Right.
But all I gotta say is this: give Paul Reed some minutes in the playoffs, please. I don't want to see Dwayne Dedman.
Oh man, dude.
all I'll say is if you guys keep Harden on the strip club during the playoffs,
Harden's going back to you guys. I feel like he's going back to you guys.
He wants to. That's from what we keep hearing, that he wants to come back.
He
over
wants
here.
to because he got a home, the taxes and everything. But I honestly thought if you guys got Victor Wembanyama, he'll go there. That's what I thought.
it's still possible to sing good.
And that's coming from a Texans fan. They know bad contracts when they see it. Hey, yeah, we do. Brock Osweiler.
Oh my god.
By the way, Rafael, if you're still on, is that a Venezuela jersey that you have on? I'm trying to think. I think it is. Is that?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Our other co-host, we call him Papi. He's from Venezuela also. So
He's a Raiders fan. Raphael is a Raiders.
oh, the other guy hates him.
Oh, Lost
He
Nation.
hates the Raiders. I used to be a Raider fan myself, so I can't.
He's a Californian.
I used to live in Northern California. I was raised over there for a while. So we grew up, either you were a Niner or a Raider. And at the time, I chose to be a Raider fan. God knows why.
You're going to love this. You're going to love this. So during the whole thing before they got Jimmy Garoppolo, I was telling everybody I was DMing Raiders content creators, TikTokers, that they were going to get Carson Wentz. I'm telling you, that was like Carson Wentz to the Raiders. That started the whole thing. I got blocked by like 6 of them. I got reported on Twitter and TikTok for that.
Jeez. Well, that's something that's disrespectful, is what that is.
Yeah.
I win. Like if you get reported just for saying Carson Wentz to the Raiders, that's a win.
That's a win no matter what.
Funny as hell.
That is hilarious.
And when he was announced, there was this guy on Twitter I bumped into, and he was talking trash on my guy from the network. So I'm like, oh, who's talking about you? He blocks me on this account and that one. I said, who's talking about you? And I get blocked on 2 accounts.
Yeah, the blocks are always the funny ones. Every time you get blocked, raise your hand if you've been blocked before, like several times. Mike, you never been blocked by anybody before?
No.
What?
No.
I don't believe that.
Where?
Wow.
Wow.
I don't know
That
how.
over here.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Like you've never been blocked. Wow. Okay. I've even been blocked, and I'm actually a pretty decent. I feel like I'm okay, and I've even been blocked by.
There's this one guy that everyone in my community hates. One guy. And then he blocked everybody. We threw a block party. We went in someone's
Party,
stream and
nice.
started drinking.
That's a block party. I like that. We should do that, Reels. Every time we get blocked by somebody, a block party.
It's been a while since I've been blocked.
We blocked 2 days ago.
Okay, how about this? The most famous either NFL player or famous person ever block you?
Nope. Not yet. I'm trying.
I can beat it. I can beat it. Rios can back me up on this. I can beat it. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Ed Reed.
Why?
Ed Reed on my actual personal account. So this dates back to my old account is how do you call it? It's old. It's like it came out when Twitter came out, like in 2009 or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know if y'all remember, Ed Reed went to the Texans for like a year. Or I don't even think a year. I think he
robbed us for half. Wasn't it like a couple months?
Yeah, it was like a couple. It wasn't even a season, and so like something happened to the point where like it didn't work out. Blah blah. He went to the Jets right after, and ended his career and whatnot. And so hold on. All right, Big Mike. I know you got to go really quick. Sorry, I'll Mike, take care of yourself. Great seeing you, and we got to link up again soon, man. You take care of yourself, okay?
Anytime any of you guys want me on a show or want to talk, do whatever. I'm down.
Oh, for sure. No, not a problem. Let's give everybody your how do you call it? Your Twitter handle. Guys, please check out at the ManCave 10. That's Big Mike's Twitter handle. Great content. You'll find his link to his podcast and all that. Please give him a follow. Great stuff from Mike. I appreciate you, Mike. Thank you for coming. Great guy.
Guys, thanks, man. Y'all have a good night and happy Easter.
All right, you too, man. Take care of yourself.
I'm Jewish. I don't care.
Going back to that, I've gotten blocked by Ed Reed. So again, he was with the Texans for a little bit, then went to the Jets. Then a couple years later, he was talking about the Texans, like something on the Twitter. He made a tweet about Texans. I can't remember specifically what it was, but it was like criticizing the Texans. So I mean, I took offense to the tweet, as whatever. But when we were okay. If it was now, I'd be like, yeah, I totally agree with you. But if it was back, but back then we were decent. So Ed Reed said something, and I think because of his contract, I think he was withholding an injury at the beginning of the season, like a hip injury or something like that. Yeah, and so he didn't play for a little while too. And so I think I put I can't remember what I put. I said something along the lines of like. Something about Ed Reed. It was something about Ed Reed and the hip injury. And then that's why I said Ed Reed broke his hip trying to post this tweet or whatever, right? Something, it wasn't even funny. Like it was just me being dumb as a whatever. Then he follows me. And I noticed it. I was like, what? And I screenshotted all this, and whenever I find it, I'll upload it one day. And then he said anybody talking mess is gonna get blocked. And then I said something along the line. I can't remember what I said after it, but it was something again stupid. And then he blocks me. And it was the coolest thing ever. I was like, oh my god, I got blocked by Ed Reed.
Like this is millionaire, Hall of Fame millionaire taking the time to look for people talking about him. Like, bro, how sensitive are you? Like, come on, man.
Like, you can't say anything on Twitter anymore.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah.
Like, I said this one thing when the beginning of the year. It was like we were against the Jets in the preseason, and there was a bad call, right? And then Zach Wilson gets injured in the next second, and I tweet out "Karma's a B," and I got attacked.
Jeez,
like,
man.
You can't say anything.
Jeez. Exactly. Dan, if you're still watching this, who did you get blocked by?
I'm actually curious now.
Yeah, it says you, Dan, out of all people, got blocked by a famous person. I'm
curious.
I'm actually curious too now.
What's it was like Patrick Mahomes? It was just like Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady. Like every time, like you say Dan in front of Tom Brady, like, oh, I hate that guy.
I mean, he's a Jets fan. I can understand why.
Oh, there you go. Oh, that's funny. Now I want to hear who. Dang, this is interesting.
Yeah. I've just been blocked by content creators and reported.
Who you?
Me. I've never been blocked by a famous person. John Cena follows me, but no one. Yeah, he follows everybody.
He follows everybody. Like he follows everybody. I said that once. Like he follows everybody. Like, and then the person I said it to, they're like, he doesn't follow me. I was like, get on it.
All you gotta do is just follow, just be interactive with the tweets, and you're good.
He'll send you a follow. Do you really think it's him following people, or is it like somebody just running his?
No, I think it's someone controlling his page. I don't think it's actually John Cena. Yeah. Did you guys see him at WrestleMania, bro? Like that hair is gone, man. Like,
oh man,
like just let it go.
I can't say anything. I got ball spot in the back too, so I can't say.
Like go the route of the Rock.
You want to see something? I got a hairline that's going backwards.
I think. Hold on. Shut up, Rios. No one cares about your hairline. I think
I'm the other person here have the best hairline.
No one likes you.
My barber calls it male pattern baldness. I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, what the hell? I'm only 28.
I'm 34, so I think I'm okay right now. Once I hit 40, it's over.
I won't be 39.
Shut up. No one likes you. Shut up. Shut up. I hate your face.
So who do you guys think will win the NBA Finals?
Man, that's a tough one. It's really anybody's race at this point.
Not the
Sixers. Have a favorite
right now.
There's no favorite, really. I mean,
you know who I gotta say? Celtics versus Warriors, and the Warriors take it.
I don't see the Warriors making it. I don't see it.
I mean, once they get Gary Payne back,
I think the West for the first time in a long time is actually wide open. The East, it's going to come down to Philly and Boston.
It's coming down Milwaukee and Boston, not us. Don't put us in there.
I don't trust Milwaukee. Like, I don't know, man. Just...
I don't trust us with Doc Rivers in our bench.
Yeah, I got Embiid and Harden.
Yes, the pick and roll, then Doc pokes away from. We're down. Goes back. We're up. Pokes away. We're down. I'm like, I can't think
Harden at his best is when he's the playmaker. Like he focuses on scoring. He's being a creator. I think that's when Harden is at his best.
He's a lead
Harden feeding Embiid, man, who's gonna stop that? Milwaukee can't stop that. All they got is Giannis, and Giannis is just big and strong. He doesn't have skills. He's just big and strong.
So who would you take? Embiid and Harden, or Drew and Giannis?
Embiid and Harden.
I'll go with Drew because of experience in the finals.
I'll go with Embiid because I think he has something to prove this year.
He does. I'm right there with you.
I think he has something to prove this year.
It's Giannis.
I don't know, man.
That's all you gotta say. It's Giannis.
I think he's not in the MVP, like he's not in the MVP conversation, and Jokic is, but Embiid's putting up way better numbers, but he's not in the conversation. Like what? Like what are we doing?
Giannis is like top 3 in MVP. He's like. It's Embiid,
between Joker, Embiid, and Giannis. I think Giannis is like third. Me personally, I'd pick Embiid as MVP, but it's probably gonna go.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
I think it's gonna go to Joker again, but like
it was a game when he dropped 52. That's when they gave it to him. It's like you're an MVP now.
Yeah, pretty much. So I think I think it's personal. Like he has something to prove at this point.
Hey Rios, is it you sent us a thing on the text in the group chat about Luka? Was that true, or was that just kind of messing around?
No, he wants out basically.
Oh
yeah, Luka. Yeah,
he's
gone.
I
can agree with that.
Yeah, Luka's gone. I don't see him coming.
Kyrie is gone first.
Yeah.
A few random podcasters asked me to follow, and then they blocked me. Haha. I also wish it was Tom Brady. All right, just making sure. It was Logan Paul. It was Logan Paul that asked to watch.
Speaking of Logan Paul, he got re-signed by the WWE. They gave him a new contract.
I saw that. I was like,
I love it.
He's a disrespect to the entire sport of boxing and now wrestling. Like,
yeah, but do you look at his wrestling ability?
He's actually not bad, dude. He's as a wrestler, like as WWE, it's actually not bad.
He's better than all the celebrities we've had. Bad Bunny, Pat McAfee, Snooki. He's up there. He's better than those guys.
Hey, Snooki did a backflip.
Logan Paul jumped through and squashed KSI on a pine bottle.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I can maybe see, but it's boxing. Boxing, it was just a.
No, I'm talking about wrestling. I'm not talking boxing.
Yeah, Wrestling, maybe not so much, but
Logan.
boxing, that was just a slap in the face. I didn't watch the sport like, really?
No, in wrestling, I think he could hold his own. I think that's a good one. I mean, if you're really thinking about it, Pat McAfee is also a wrestler. At some part.
He
So
fought Adam Cole, NXT Takeover.
one more time. Yeah, he did. That's right. He did. He fought Adam Cole. It's so and he, he's got some. Think about what I like about Pat McAfee. Like he's got charisma. He's got personality. He's got more than most of the people that are there. And this is coming from a kicker. Then I mean, obviously, you've seen his. This is his podcast.
He's a punter, sir, not a kicker.
He's a punter. Sorry, he's a punter. I apologize. But, he has a lot of personality. So more power to him.
Yeah. The one thing about Logan, his mic skills. That's the only thing for me.
Yeah.
His mic, his wrestling, you can go. He had good matches for Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, that Miz. He had good matches there. He did.
You should do have you ever done a thing where how we were talking about those celebrities? Have you ever done just a show on which is like the worst celebrity to hit WWE?
No.
I would hit Drew Carey would be the worst one.
Oh.
Wait, Drew Carey? Oh, what?
He got in the Royal Rumble back in 2001. Drew Carey was
Hugh Jackman.
I must be asleep. Hugh Jackman was there? What?
He was there. He punched somebody, and that was it.
He did, yeah, that's right. Wolverine was there. He did. I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot about that. Hugh Jackman. I totally forgot about Hugh Jackman. Oh, that's right. When they were doing the Raw hosts or whatever, back in 2000s.
You know what? For the worst, I could top you.
All right.
Kevin Federline.
Oh, man, yeah, that's right. He showed up with a tank top and
he pinned Cena.
that was ridiculous. That's almost as bad as a David Arquette win in WCW.
Yes.
Me that was the biggest downfall for WCW. The David Arquette and the finger poke of doom.
Controversial. Trump.
Oh yeah, that was a bad one. He didn't take a stunner well. He no-sold the stunner.
And then he jumps on to Vince McMahon. Like, what do you
Yeah.
That was bad.
No, my favorite ones
really
my favorite ones were Tyson and Rodman. Those were fun.
Yeah, Tyson, yes.
Tyson, yeah. When he went to WCW, Tyson was a good
Shaq? Shaquille O'Neal?
Shaq, that's right.
And then he got injured at AEW.
Floyd Mayweather.
Oh my God.
Remember
that was like the best thing. Like for me, I was like so young. I was like, Mayweather's gonna win. And he wins.
Dude, didn't he actually punch Big Show in the nose?
Yeah, he broke his nose.
He broke his nose. That's right. Because he was out of action for a little while. Oh man.
Yeah, it wasn't his contract to not lose. So I was like, here we know he's not gonna come on.
Look, I really want to know who got paid to lose. Like actual first time lose.
Yeah.
Not like what Logan Paul has done. He's 2-2.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I mean, like the first time you step through that rope, you lose.
Yeah.
Anyone that fought Goldberg.
Really quick, what is your opinion on Goldberg? Because I don't like him.
In WCW or right now?
No. Well, even actually in WCW, because like a lot of it was just, to me, it was just like the same stuff over and over. Have you seen? Remember you're the William Regal one, the William Regal match. Like that to me was, when I go back, I've watched that thing like 8 times and I love it every single time. William Regal versus Goldberg, when he showed up, Goldberg, and all he was doing was just basic wrestling moves. And you know how Goldberg is supposed to be the dominant, the flashy, all that, and he just completely made Goldberg look ridiculous in those 8 minutes, 10 minutes that match was.
You know who I like?
With a dad bod,
Yeah, with a dad bod.
Goldberg now, that thing would. Oh my God, he almost killed the Undertaker.
Oh, that was awful. He slammed him. I think he was going for the jackhammer, right?
Yeah,
and
he couldn't hold him.
He missed.
He literally missed.
Landed on his head. Almost broke his neck.
You know where I like Goldberg though? The
What's
longest yard.
That was
that was good. He shit himself.
Yeah. No, that was Austin. Remember?
Oh yeah, Goldberg was the one with the sack. Yeah,
he's the one with a hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he had like the big X on him. But yeah, I like
Great
Kevin Nash in that movie. Kevin Nash was funny because he was like,
that was hilarious.
The Great Khali was great. He was playing ping pong.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna.
I like that. All right, Mitch. We're gonna call it for the night. We'll see. So, Reels, we're gonna do a special introduction to Hardcore Sports Network tomorrow, about 6:30 our time.
So 8:30 here.
Is it 8:30? Is it 2 hours ahead or is it 1?
I'm 8:30. It's 9:41 right now.
Okay, no, it's an hour ahead. So right now it's 8:41.
Yeah, we're an hour. Yeah.
So when we're at 6:30 p.m. tomorrow, it'll be like 7:30 over there. And
yeah,
you're in Philly, right? You're legitimately in Philly.
I'm actually in Jersey.
Jersey. Oh, okay.
I'm in Jersey. Yeah.
Okay. So so we'll do that tomorrow. Just like an introduction, a hangout. Mitch will be there tomorrow also, just to hang out, talk about.
It'll be me and my mug.
You and your mug. Bring a mug.
I need to get more.
We're gonna hang out. We're gonna introduce ourselves to the Hardcore Sports Network, and even though this was kind of an introduction, but a little bit more personal stuff.
Hey, a lot of my guys popped in, so
there you go.
A lot of my guys popped in.
Of course. Mitch, thank you so much for coming on the show, man. I appreciate you. It was great having you here, and of course, it's always. I'm looking forward to this partnership. This is please follow Mitch at his Twitter handle at Mitch. Is it Kofsky? Is that correct?
Kofsky, yep.
Kofsky, yeah. Mitch Kofsky, at Mitch Kofsky. Follow him on Twitter. Great dude. And also, please follow Hardcore Sports at Hardcore Sports _ give him a follow. Great stuff coming on later on. Thank you again, Mitch, for inviting us to be part of this Hardcore Sports family. And we look forward to working with you. And
wait, do we play against each other? Do the Eagles and Houston play against each other this year?
No, they don't. They play against because that's when we play the Cowboys, and we play the Cowboys every 4 years.
Oh, so it was like, yeah.
Okay. But we can do a thing for the Astros Phillies.
So I can say we lose.
No, we're.
I'll be ready.
There you go. You got So we can do that.
Yeah, I don't have one. I don't even have the 08 one. I should get that.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. All right, Mitch. Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. I think it's 4:30 p.m. Pacific, and of course, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. All right, y'all. Thank you again, Mitch. Appreciate y'all. Peace. Don't go anywhere, Mitch. Peace.
See ya.